is it you pray for?
Greetings, salutations, and welcome to the 25th episode of Abyssal Musings 2-5. My name is Samuel the Infamous. This is my channel, my show, as you were. With me is my Thursday night co-host, Lawrence Knight. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
We have a couple of guests with us. Well, we had a couple. Well, he'll be back. Nomi, how are you doing?
Doing good. Just enjoying my bag of hot Cheetos as a meal for tonight, but life's good. Can't complain.
Nice, good deal. You guys briefly saw Legion on there. Yep, there he is again. Ryan's back. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm a retard because I keep hitting the wrong button.
Yeah, that happens to me too when I'm on my phone on your show on Fridays too. But
yep, that's what's going on.
That's what it is. So we've got a program tonight, and we will get to that shortly. I want to say hello to everybody in the chat before we begin. So here we go. I see Michelle is with us tonight. Greetings, good to see you. I thought I saw. There's Kohai. Kohai sent me some fun stuff earlier today. Ozzy, good to see you. Midnight Horror, welcome. Beak, as always, pleasure. Richard, yeah, well, I mean, it might be 10:30 your time. I don't know. It's 9:30 here, so
it's 11:36 p.m. in Florida.
Yeah. I try to be as on time as possible. It looks like we have somebody else in the back as well. Welcome to the stream, Shadow of Hawk. How you doing tonight?
Doing
Fuck
pretty
that
good.
kid. He's a piece of shit.
Door.
Fuck you, kid.
Oh, man.
Wow, way to step on him saying hello.
I'm kidding. We love Shadow.
I know.
Let the shit talking begin.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of that, it's story time. Really quick, everybody. I don't do this too often, but when I do, I do. So there's somebody in the chat who left a nice message for me probably about an hour ago. And this person was talking a lot of smack, saying, "Oh, I know, Lawrence wasn't first yesterday." To that person,
was it Kohai?
Oh
no, it wasn't Kohai. I'm going to spare this person, but I want them to know because I've already scrolled up and the message is already gone, and so.
Don't
I'm not
spare
sure
him.
how many people saw it.
Fuck that shit. Let's go, Larry.
Hold on. But I want this person to understand, once again, that I see this. I see the chat. I see it go up before any of you.
I see you in the chat. All right.
Cat.
Oh, no! Oh,
Cat.
Well,
Is that a Frost reference?
Guys.
Wait, yeah.
See, Cat. I really wish you hadn't. Cat. You just spared this person because I was about to go in. I wish you hadn't come on because I need to ask you why you did this. Why did you do that, Cat?
Desperate New Jersey cat lady sets her house on fire.
it was a matter of time.
God damn it! Why did you go around?
Now we know why you had all those wires on your desk.
Yes. God damn it! Stop sharing my secrets.
Hey, Samuel, don't you get the feeling that Larry's trying to keep this stream on time?
But you won't say Allah, damn it.
Because Allah literally means God in Arabic. It literally means Allah literally means Allah, the God. That's it. There are a lot of Christians who use it too.
And also, first of all, and in regard of your secrets, Kat, it's no secret that your whole streaming camera setup is literally wires across your whole room.
Yeah, no, Kat's streaming setup is just a cover for her plan to commit arson.
Look, you guys don't understand.
Entrance fraud.
I have. Do you have any idea how many video game consoles I have set up? Do you have any idea how many goddamn consoles I have, including a desktop? And a gaming PC? I can't.
Yeah, do not go to New Jersey. You'll be taken out by Cat with a tac nuke.
Yeah.
Cat,
No, Shadow, no. It's not a tac nuke. It's at least 2 airplanes. What the hell are you talking about?
Hey, look, not only does Cat have a PC in every single console ever known to man, but she's got pre-orders all set up around her desk. She's got the receipts, everything. I mean, kindling. It's nothing but kindling for that electrical fire she started.
Absolutely.
Don't forget the expired whipped cream.
Actually, I've been trying to cut down on that. Just for health. I already have.
I love how this is like poor man's Flashcast.
I mean, you know, I'm definitely poorer than Flash is.
I mean, just look at the
There's no cameras on, and we're all on avatars. I love it.
Yeah,
but at least I have a very good reason. I do not want to put on my freaking hijab for another hour or 2, or however long this is gonna last. I've been wearing my
Send me a picture. Send me a picture. I want to see you without a hijab.
Yeah,
Ryan, are you using a different mic?
What?
No, I'm using the same mic.
No, Ryan's on his.
Ryan sounds different.
Yeah, he's got different setup tonight. It's not.
Yeah, I'm on my phone with Bluetooth.
Wait, that's
headphones.
Ryan?
Yes.
Yes.
What happened to you? You sound so different.
It's
He's
the
on
phone.
Yeah, he's on a phone. Okay.
That explains.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't realize it was Ryan because
Yeah,
I wasn't looking at the screen because I might still be playing Warframe now.
The name Ryan didn't ring a bell.
No, she wasn't looking at the screen. She was going
It
off the
says
voice.
Ryan Legion Games 2076.
Yes, it does.
She probably thought it was Carrie. She probably thought it was Carrie.
No, but I knew there were multiple people in the chat. I just wasn't sure who was speaking when.
Yeah.
And let's be real, who's gonna imitate Ryan?
Me?
Ryan.
No, but I didn't know who was speaking. I just heard a voice speaking. So then when I looked, I
Did
was
you
like,
at
wait a
least know
minute.
Nomi's on the panel?
It's the voice of God.
Well, I'm invited by someone to play Warframe, and I can't play right now with other people.
No.
Why? Because you got like all excited about the voice of God.
Well, folks, we had a plan.
What was your plan? I'm
Damn
sorry.
It didn't work.
Well,
And
actually,
the worst part. Sorry.
actually, Sam doesn't know that this actually was the original plan. I thought that nobody was coming, so I rushed and put together a program just in case. But this was the plan.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm good with it. I'm good with it if
Oh,
you are.
Larry.
So
I'm glad that you want to hang out with us. You're friends. It means so much to me.
Well, thank you. I
Oh.
appreciate it. I don't get the chance to hang out with me being on a leash, apparently trying to bite Kohai with a certain feline holding the leash.
Wait,
Uh,
Ozzy, you asked about veganism. Actually, technically, it's haram. You're not really supposed to make haram what God made halal. So God says you can eat meat. You can't I mean, if you don't like meat, that's one thing, but you can't forbid yourself something that God made. What's the point?
God
know.
also wants you to have a profile picture other than a nipple.
Ryan, no. But
What
to
happened?
divert this, God also made weed, and I'll take whatever God grows.
I don't
You
know.
know,
Maybe
I'm just putting this out there.
hold
He
the
also
fuck
made
on.
bears and
Are you
cyanide,
high?
so there's that.
I'm not high. I'm not eating hot Cheetos in my car.
wait, just
Nobody's like going, I'm not eating Jack in the Box in my car. What are you fucking talking about?
Oh my God, Jack in the Box sounds so good right now. Oh.
White Castle, get it right.
No,
Apparently,
You know what? I'll come visit you because I love Jack in the Box.
I've never had it.
Yes,
no,
Kat.
me. I just have. So I get it. My only issue is, what is it with? There's something so dystopic about seeing ads for weed on YouTube. I
I
swear,
don't know
if I
what
get
it
one,
is.
there's just something so dystopia-like where you get these ads where it's like, I'm so high. I just popped a gummy from Mood.
Kohai,
Is
I
life
hope
so
you, I hope you
difficult?
can see this. That's you that Larry's snapping after.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. Who's seeing ads on YouTube for being high?
Cat. Meanwhile, I'm considering if I need to pop a whole case of ibuprofen.
I keep getting these ads for mood gummies. Where there was one they stopped showing. No, you don't understand. There's one they stopped showing.
Come visit me, Kat, and I'll show you some gum moody. Or yeah.
No. There was this one ad, and they stopped running it of this woman who's so thin. It looks like she's not smoking weed. She's smoking crack because she's so thin. And it's like, and she's like, she comes on and she's smoking. She's like, I'm so high. I got this from Mood.
It must be one of the vape pens or something, like mood changing. But yeah, if you come visit me, Kat, I'll take care of you. I'll show you some real mood smokers and some gummies. So yeah.
I just feel like they made that stuff legal so that they can drug us up so we are easier to control.
They don't need to do that. They do that with our corn syrup. Where'd Ryan go?
Oh, he drops in and out. I don't think the connection's great on his phone.
Gotcha. Kat, they do that with corn syrup anyway.
Yeah, they're already fucking us over.
Yeah.
So might as well just like indulge in what the world has, the USDA is like giving us. But yeah, I can make a haram meal for you after we do a little Zaza. But
no thanks.
Okay. I have prepared haram meals before, so just throwing that out there, friend.
Look, if I were gonna do something haram, the first thing I would do that is haram is not fast.
Bacon?
God,
oh wait, you're right. No. I forgot.
Yeah, it's Ramadan.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
I know I'm not fasting right now, but I was fasting earlier.
Yeah, no, it's the nighttime. As long as there's no sun out, she's fine.
Okay. Just don't feed her past midnight, or feed her until
after, so sunrise to sunset. No food, no water between sunrise and sunset.
Well, I will make you a nice breakfast and a nice late night meal.
Yeah. You know what? I forgot today was Ramadan. That explains why that feline mistress of mine was in a bad mood earlier. I think she's still mad at me too.
No, but no, you don't understand. I forgot. My father comes up to me yesterday. And we were talking about something, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to the mosque tonight for Taraweeh, which is the prayer for Ramadan. And it's usually done, the first one is the day before Ramadan. So I'm like, wait a minute, Ramadan's tomorrow? It's like, yes. I'm like, it's tomorrow?
Yeah.
So I found out it was Ramadan the day before.
Well, Ramadan, that fucking profile picture. Let's go.
Yeah. And isn't Ramadan like y'all's Christmas?
No. So Ramadan is like our much worse, harder, more agonizing Lent. Like I've had people tell me, "Oh my God, it's Lent. I'm not eating sweets during the day," and I'm looking at them like, "Why should I feel bad for you?" It's our like kind of Lent, and then we get a big party at the end where we celebrate finishing. That's more like our. It's not like Christmas, which is very religious. It's not like Easter, which is very religious. This is literally just a celebration to be like, yay, we did it! Woohoo!
Arab farmers from the 12th century going out and working in the sun all day, keeping their sheep safe, coming back and having to hear about modern American Muslims.
No. I also work a very physically demanding job.
Oh, yeah, I know you do, but you get AC. They didn't.
That's true.
Yeah,
they also worked longer hours.
Work that job, baby.
That's right. Just minimize her suffering, Shadow. Go ahead.
Oh my God, you're right. That patriarch.
Yes, I'm minimizing your suffering by pointing out the suffering.
Shadow, you piece of shit.
What the fuck am I doing?
Exactly. Yeah. The little turd that hangs off the skin.
I don't know. I think I'm tired.
Of what? Being gay?
No, I think that describes you, Ryan.
So, guys, I wanted to ask you something. I don't know if you we were talking about this a bit just before we came on. Hey, Kat, did you hear about Brittany Venti having her channel being taken down the other day?
Wait, what? I thought it would. So, why?
I think Samuel can explain. I had just found out today. By the time I found out, her channel was already back up. But I think Samuel and probably Ryan, you guys.
I got we got the notification from Joker Voice about a little after midnight last night, my time.
Yeah.
And so it would have been like 11 something his time. And about an hour after that, I went to her channel to just see, and it was up again. So by that point, but she had been mass flagged by lolicons.
What are lolicons? And do I even want to
Peop-
know what
People
lolicons
who
are?
like lollies, and lollies are a Japanese way.
Lolicon
of
literally
pedophilia.
means pedophile. It literally means pedophile. These are people who are into anime that involves underage young women.
So the best
And
way to describe it is, what Samuel said is just animated child prawn.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
and they mass
simulating
flagged her
young women.
because she called them out for being what they are.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's
And
the same thing with Eliza Blue.
yeah,
She
Fucking
called them out
pedophiles.
and she got mass flagged.
yeah.
Um,
So that's what happened. She's back up, but now she has a strike because YouTube protects pedophiles. That's right. I fucking said it.
But you know the same thing happened to
Samuel,
Nick though. It takes a minute for the strike to come down, because that's what happened to Nick Recader. They restored his channel, but he had like 2 strikes, and for some reason YouTube said they couldn't pull him down right away. I think it took like a week or 2.
oh my
Yes.
god.
And Samuel, it's not pedophile; it's child fucking degenerates.
However, Chrissy Mayer actually got a strike for the same thing,
What the
and
hell
that's why she couldn't stream. Last Sunday Simcast.
This is fucking bullshit.
This is insane. What are we living in?
2023.
2023.
Sodom and Gomorrah
Yeah.
in 2023.
Who wants to place bets? Is it going to be a bunch of judges, or is it going to be a flood?
Now,
I'm gonna go with nuclear fire.
Yes,
technically a
Muggsy.
flood.
Yes.
No,
all right,
that's not a flood.
Now check this out. Check this out.
Muggsy, Ken,
So-
we love you.
So, after that happened, Kat, on our chat, I'm sure you probably saw it. One of the guys left a screenshot of a tweet from some guy named Michael, and Michael was on there bragging, saying that he was the one that coordinated it, and then basically issued another threat at Brittany Venti, that Umbrella guy, that Star Wars girl, a few others. And I actually went back because I wanted to show it to everybody. And guess what I saw? Guess what I saw?
It was
I
retracted.
saw that. I saw that because Homeboy got ratioed by a whole bunch of people, and people started retweeting what he said. Now,
Wow.
here's the funny part. We all know that nothing goes away on Twitter, even if you delete it. Or if you anticipate it and you make a copy, which I did, along with my response to him.
Oh my god.
I look forward to reporting her again if she attacks VTubers again. So that's what we're calling them, okay?
I'm
Same
pretty sure I
thing for
took a
you.
screenshot of that too.
Same thing for you, Tug, Flash, and anyone else. Know your place and stick to crappy Western media. So I said, so you're issuing a threat, huh? Well, I'll be talking about this tonight, and I'll be taking a look at your precious VTubers for some fresh criticism on them. I'm not afraid of you. Ryan has my back.
These people are nuts.
Yes, I do, girlfriend.
Oh no, you can't.
Then
you
again,
can't
maybe
go in
you
with
need
that girlfriend
maybe you
shit.
need to stand in front of me if you're gonna be like that.
That girlfriend shit. I mean, I don't know if you saw this. I posted this in the FNR group chat earlier today. It's something that Kohai worked up a little bit. But every time you say shit like girlfriend, this is what I think of.
I saw this on Twitter.
Oh god.
So that's where the mud
Ah,
baby
run,
came
Ryan!
from.
Run, Ryan!
That's where the mud baby came from.
Run,
I'm
Ryan!
I'm on my phone. I can't see it.
Oh, don't worry. I'll send you the file to
You don't want to
use
see it.
I
freely.
know you will, you fucking punk bitch.
I'm crying on the inside just thinking about it.
Ozzy,
I'm crying on the
Ozzy's
inside
based.
because you have a nipple for a fucking avatar.
She hardly ever uses this without her face. So
Yeah.
How do I add a picture?
The 3 dots over your name, and
Yeah.
then you go to edit audio avatar.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Ozzy, that's I think like anything else, yeah, it got used as because it encourages a form of anonymity that is pretty difficult to penetrate. It attracts certain types of people.
Yeah.
You
By
know,
the way, sidebar, Kohai, here's some fresh content for you right there. Some fresh mean content.
What the fuck?
You know whose face to put right there.
Do
He's
not
on the
put my
panel right
face
now.
there. I will kill you,
He's
Kohai.
He's on the panel right now.
I will
Look at how
fucking
wide his mouth.
murder you,
He's
Kohai.
ready. He's ready, Kohai.
that is so
Look,
dirty.
2 points of entry. 2 points of entry.
Oh God,
He's
why?
He's ready.
Fuck
I'm
you,
not going to
Shadow,
make the
you
threat I want to
pussy.
make because I might actually do it, and I don't want to get put on a watch list before I do it.
Kohai, get in touch with Samuel. I will give him the link.
Yeah, you and me both, Muggsy. You and me both.
I just wanna. I don't know. My brain hurts.
Fuck.
Oh,
I
yes.
need to start mapping out
Thank
every
you.
single casino in America and coordinate it based off the weather patterns Kohai has expressed in the past.
You know what? Let me just say
This
this.
is
It's
gonna
always
take a
touching.
while.
It's always touching. I'll get like these random people who follow me on YouTube, right? Who will send me a message like on PlayStation or Xbox, and they'll be like, "Happy Ramadan." And it's always surprising. And no, I appreciate that, Ozzy. Even
Ozzy's
though-
based.
By the way, Kat, happy Ramadan.
Thank you. How did you know?
hey, Nomi, how was that big breakfast and that steak you had earlier?
Oh my god. Ugh, couldn't get enough. It was like thick and juicy, like
Hey, I already ate, so go ahead.
yeah. But I
Wait
was
till the
just
sun
explaining
comes out. We'll still be
I
eating.
just realized I unintentionally I did not eat breakfast, I did not eat lunch, and I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich after the sun went down.
Look at you,
completely
you're on your
unintentionally.
way.
Did you drink anything?
Yep.
I had a coffee in the morning, so I guess
Yep.
that
So it doesn't
there
count.
we go.
Water. Actually, for me, the worst part isn't the food; it's the drinking, the water.
Kill yourself, Kohai.
So
Don't
Fucking
don't
kill
do that.
yourself.
And by the way,
hey,
don't
hey,
say
Muggsy.
shit like that while we're live.
Right,
Yeah,
sorry,
don't say
sorry. No, I gotta get out of Discord mode. Sorry.
See, Muggsy, this is why I love
Kohai,
Warframe. It's so
please go.
cathartic. When you guys making my life a living nightmare, I go on to Warframe and find as many exterminate missions as possible.
No.
I love Warframe. It's so
Kohai, please go asphyxiate yourself using barbed wire. Is that acceptable, Samuel?
no.
No, because that will also result in death.
Damn it. Damn it.
This is why you need.
How about you just stop threatening the audience?
How about you go play
I wanna
Warframe,
stop being
Shadow? It's
mean to
good for
me.
you. Shadow, Warframe is good for you. It will let out your pent up aggression.
You know, I just remembered, and I don't know why I keep forgetting this, but I have access to his mute control.
Ooh.
Hey,
Wait,
while
so
we're
do
on,
I.
So Kat, I know you're a gamer, but I've never asked Nomi, are you a gamer?
As inspiring gamer, I only have a Nintendo Switch. I don't have anything else.
Okay, don't worry, we'll get some tools. We'll rob Kat.
Boo.
We'll
Don't
rob
worry.
Kat.
Wait. Naomi, Warframe is on Switch.
Okay.
And it's free.
Cat is trying to
Yeah,
convert
it is.
people to the
Okay,
ways of
No,
Warframe.
Warframe is a great series and it's free. It's been free since its inception, hasn't it been?
Yes.
Well,
And it's
looks like what I already have my late night plan for tonight. Thanks, Kat.
do you like shooters?
I do.
Then you are Mugsy Kids is killing Corpus, my brothers. It's
You know
a
they're
very,
not
very,
real, right?
very that's beside the point. It hurts anyway.
Man, here you go ruining somebody's.
Wait, these shooters. Do you mean like shooters like in a video game shooters, or like shooters with like shots type of like alcoholic?
Shooters as in here.
Both
He shoots people with guns.
Here, if you want to see it.
with a shot of espresso.
Okay, a shot of espresso's not bad, but I was kind of hoping for a lemon drop.
No, this is shooter on a level of shooter. Like, it's a third-person shooter. One sec. Here, if you want to see it, there. I was just doing a mission, but now I'm not doing a mission, so now I gotta go find a
Whoa,
mission.
Cat.
What?
The graphics have gotten better since I first seen it.
Well, the problem is when I stream on Streamlabs, it's 720p. This game actually had, right after the PS5 and the Xbox Series X came out, an upgrade, a free upgrade.
But I mean, that
Mugsy
looks
Kids,
beautiful though.
Mugsy Kids is telling me
Where,
I.
Are you playing with the Tentacle Warframe that you said Samuel
No,
would
I'm
like,
playing
or
with.
no?
No, I'm playing with Ember, but
Yeah, you should put on the one Samuel would like.
there's a Warframe that is about that's all tentacles. But so this is
Currently can swim.
it
Sammy,
will
you
draft.
have a PS4. You should be able to play it.
I should, except I don't like shooters, which
See,
we've been
go
over. So,
All right, just giving you
You
guys
like-
like a warning. If you guys never hear from me again after this, just know that Cat converted me to this game.
Apparently,
Yeah, it's addictive. Warframe's very addictive. So
Fucking Mugsy, why?
what?
Mugsy!
Mugsy Kids is awesome.
Mugsy! Damn it! I'm pissed that she misspelled it. Why did you misspell it?
honestly, it's not a misspelling. The other one is a slang spelling. You were not old enough to remember that.
Really?
Yes, really.
Very true.
Hey, Sam, we need to get Mugsy on the like the Saturday stream or something. If
Oh yeah,
Mugsy
no, Mugsy is freaking great.
The only reason why Sunday streams are any good at all is because she's on them.
No,
No,
Kat, I've seen your screen. I've seen your stream. Your streams are always entertaining.
Yeah, we tried to get her on for Thursday night tonight, but she's like in the middle of moving from the sounds of it, so I don't know if she'd be good this Saturday. But like, yeah, Mugsy is.
Well, it's not like there won't be more Saturdays, guys.
You don't know. The world could end next Wednesday.
Yes,
Sam. I would
yes, it
think
could.
you would say that. You of all people would. You just gave him an orgasm.
Do you
saying
want
that.
me?
You know
do
he's all about
do
the end
you
of the
want
world.
me to be hopeless and bleak all the time, or do you want me to start, like saying nice things?
You
Which
do
is
that
it?
all.
'Cause you
all
can't have
ways.
it both ways.
I know I'm in. I know that I'm in. Fuck, what's it called? Like the spirit plane in those really bad movies. I know, like the one where you have to like spin the coin to figure out if you're in reality or not. The
by the
way
way,
I know I'll be trapped in there is when you're positive, Samuel.
By the way, you can aim down sights. I tend to not to, but you can aim down sights. Like
Dork
this
Souls, Ozzy.
for everything.
Dark.
I just don't aim down sights.
I mean, it is pretty dorky when you think about it.
Never mind.
And
Sounds
yes,
like Mugsy
yes,
will be
I
good
do
for
play
Saturday.
them.
Hey, Mugsy's good for Saturday.
All right, I'll have Kat get you a link if you want to come on.
I am telling you, you will probably never want her to not. She'll be like the highlight of your.
I
stream.
have listened to plenty of your streams with Mugsy on them.
Yeah.
I'm not commenting in the chat usually because I'm listening and I'm doing something else with my hands.
My favorite was when you discovered WoW.
So I wasn't there for when it actually happened, but she like described it in detail to me. That was fucking diabolical.
Look. Well, first of all, on the positive side, it is Ramadan, so I will not be eating during this on Saturday. So you can't make me eat fishy crackers and read stuff.
Good. So you won't have to eat like 3-day-old whipped cream.
What's wrong with
Well,
eating
yeah.
whipped cream?
You don't have to eat fishy things or 3-day-old whipped cream. I got some
Does
meat.
it
you can
count as eating if 3-day-old whipped cream isn't technically food anyway?
I think it's
It's like
Sadly,
styrofoam in an
no.
aerosol can.
I wish. Sadly, it does. Or trust me. I mean, people are
doesn't it
always like,
technically count as poison?
hey, IVs also are. You're not even supposed to get IVs because that, like, and that's why.
I have a question, Kat.
Yes.
Ramadan exempt from pregnant?
Yes.
Okay.
You can. So if you can make up for it, like a lot of people, make up for it in December.
Okay.
Because that's when if you can't fast for a legit reason, like you're pregnant, you can make it up at any point. So most people do it during December when the day is ridiculously short. Another reason you can't fast is for women's monthly.
That's
real
fucked up,
women.
Marcy.
Real women.
Okay,
Yes,
so that's where I'll have a huge issue. It's like, okay, when that time of the month comes,
You don't
and
have to.
I am like, well, you weren't here earlier, but like I was telling the boys, like, I'm hungry and I just downed a bag of hot Cheetos, so I am devourous. Not because of that time, because like I hadn't eaten since breakfast. But yes, when that time does come around, I am not a pleasant person. I will literally start screaming at someone if I don't have, I don't know, beef jerky or something. At least something to
No.
calm down.
Wait, so
You
you're
can't
out of
fast
food on
during
Monday
that
nights?
period, so you make it up. On the other hand, if you have a permanent medical condition, let's say you're diabetic and you can't fast ever, then there are alternatives to fasting. It's like I think you donate charity to feed people. I don't know the exact details because thankfully I can fast. Another thing is if you live like in a country very far north where the days are, either all day sun or all day night, there's a way to adjust the hours. So you don't have
Oh,
to fast 24 hours because that would be impossible.
okay. All
So
right, good. Because I've always wondered about that.
yeah, my cousin, actually, this is one of the reasons why I hate these wokey woke whining babies, because my cousin works for Google in Ireland, and the hours for fasting were like she had 4 hours to break her fast. And they told her you can adjust it. And she's like, nah, she didn't want to. But she also didn't tell her boss because she didn't want special preferential treatment. So, you know how everyone wants to be a victim. Oh, I'm the poor Muslim woman fasting. She didn't say anything because she didn't want that. And it wasn't until the month was over that they finally were like, wait a minute, you're from Egypt, weren't you? Isn't it Ramadan? She's like, because she's not wearing the hijab like me. So it's like all these people who think,
I have a question.
yeah,
Who are we watching play this game?
That would
me.
be Cat.
It's Cat.
Real quick before we go.
Yo, hold on.
Hold up.
You are not abstaining from anything for Ramadan. You need to
Hold-
abstain from this for Ramadan.
Why?
Hold on, Ryan. Hold on, Cat. Hold on. Nobody's gotta go. So, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Know Me Without You, and I will be on tomorrow night's Friday night Royal Rumble.
Yeah, you will.
Because Ryan finally gave us a message like, yeah, it's gonna happen. Like, all right, cool. Now I can plan out my day. Because he's like, I don't know if it's gonna happen because I don't know if like my friends are like, I'm gonna go out of town. Like, all right, just keep us posted. He finally kept me hosted, so like, all right.
Well, I gave you 24 hours, woman. What do you want?
Okay,
She
no,
wants
I'm
48
just,
hours.
no, I'm just saying, like, thank you. Like, I appreciate the 24-hour heads up. So I'm like, all right, cool. Hey,
Yeah, okay.
you should be happy, Ryan, because I denied hanging out with my friends tomorrow night at a bar so I can hang out with you.
Well, maybe we should pick out curtains.
Oh
Dude,
my
just take the
God.
win.
But yes, that's where you'll find me guys tomorrow. I will be on Friday night's Royal Rumble. Samuel, I may or may not be on Screaming Into the Void, but I'll keep you posted for sure. But yeah, it was fun. I'm glad to chat with you guys for a brief moment. Yes.
My foot is asleep. Sorry.
Oh,
That hurt.
sorry. Okay.
Cat, stop screaming at the game.
I'm not screaming.
It's just a game, girlfriend. It's just a game.
Yeah!
There's other worse things in the world, like you knowing you're suffering during Ramadan and just
Swimming
going
cobras.
them. All right, guys.
Western Diamondbacks tied to car axles by Samuel.
Oh Jesus! Shut up.
Oh,
Have a
God.
great night, man. We'll talk to you soon.
I'll take care.
All right, wait.
Bye.
So Samuel, give me a moment. I'll get the tentacled Warframe and show it off.
Okay.
It's just
Meantime, I do want to get a little bit more into this this venti thing.
Yeah.
So one of the things that like I think I made myself. So when she got banned from Twitter a little while back with the Eliza Blue thing, we brought it up on Screaming Into the Void. We also talked about it on Friday night's Royal Rumble. It got talked about all over the internet. And the one thing that I think I made myself clear on is that I am not a Brittany Venti fan. I don't particularly care for her content. Something about the woman kind of rubs me the wrong way, and I don't mean that in like I'm not attacking her character kind of way. It just, it's not. I'm not a fan. I'm just not. However, I don't believe that she should be silenced. I don't believe that anybody should be silenced, and I think that that this whole thing is it stinks. You know, I don't have a better word for it. It does. It just stinks. It's very fecal.
No, well,
Yeah,
the fact that
sorry.
I was just gonna say the fact that if you say something that a group of people don't like because it hurts their precious little fifis, oh poor baby, they can mass together and ban you and get you ruin your channel, get everything because you said something that is frightening. It's like, okay, so if I say something that a different group doesn't like, they'll just get together. It's like that's not fair.
Yeah,
Here,
Kat, did
here,
you see? Did you see because they she did post YouTube's response as to why they took her stuff down,
oh
and
wait,
it was
here, sorry, here you go, tentacles. They come out of the floor and they grab stuff. The only reason they're not grabbing the corpus is because they're my ally in this mission.
So it's the hentai surprise suit.
Yes, it is.
See? So there we go. They're grabbing them, see?
Yeah. Yeah, we were in the Discord call, and Muggsy goes, "Oh, that one's got tentacles," and Kat goes, "Yeah, I think Samuel would like it."
Ryan, why do I have two of you in the backstage?
I'm eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know either.
I need another can of Red Bull. You know what's amazing is I actually don't drink less Red Bull during Ramadan. This is going to be my third can today. And I started eating at 7:15.
I don't think I like rye bread that much.
No. Especially not black rye. Black rye sucks. The only thing you can do to black rye is coat it in another substance that I fucking hate, peanut butter. Otherwise, it just tastes like black rye.
Sam, you think I can finish what I was saying?
Yeah, sure. I don't know why you're yelling at me in specific. Everybody else was talking too.
Because I like to blame you for everything. I still believe you wrapped that snake around that axle. There's nothing you can say that would convince me that it wasn't you.
Larry,
he wasn't there. He's making that shit up.
Larry, I know you want to keep this stream on schedule. It's not going to happen, man.
Quiet, Shadowhawk. Anyway, no, I wanted to ask a question. I wanted to ask Kat, did she see the reason that they used to ban to take down Brittany Venti's channel?
No, I did not.
Because it says it consisted of YouTube, we've deleted your channel due to you posting anti-predator content.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's along the lines of what it said. Anti-predator content.
Do you happen to have a screenshot of that?
What the?
Because it was in.
We are living in a
chat.
messed up world. I want to go to the Middle East and get out of here.
Well, you know the
scrolling and looking for it right now.
The bad people are coming for the Middle East eventually too.
That's what I was saying earlier.
They're already trying.
They are.
Hey guys, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
My internet is bouncing back and forth. So if you lose me again, sorry.
No worries.
I'm just glad you didn't cancel tomorrow. I would have been annoyed.
Well, he's been talking about that for weeks, so it wouldn't have been entirely unexpected.
I know, but still, I missed you guys. That's a compliment. That's meant to be as a compliment.
I mean, we could have done a bonus Merry Madness or something like that. Got a few other people on.
No. I want Ryan.
Yes, she does. She wants Ryan.
Clip it.
Oh,
clip it.
Yeah, here it is.
He's sane, Shadow. I prefer somebody who's sane.
He is not sane.
Yeah,
compared to you.
It says.
Okay, if we're talking comparisons, yes, he's
Shadow.
Stop.
Stop. It says, Brittany Venti, we have removed your channel from YouTube, and it says YouTube just deleted my channel. Okay, she put that YouTube just deleted my channel for making anti-predator content.
Yep.
They said it was a violation of their community guidelines. I don't see how, especially since what was a few years ago they changed part of their community guidelines in response to a lawsuit that the government was bringing to them concerning children and the content that they could watch.
Well, their community guidelines are kept vague for this reason, because they are protecting certain people from repercussions.
People who should be thrown
People
out.
who aren't people, in my opinion.
Yes.
You know, I mean, some of this goes along with, like, the various phobias that they're always throwing at people and all that stuff. But some of this is because they're protecting child molesters, pedophiles. And some of them are in their very ranks. I mean, we saw this with fucking Twitter not that long ago when they started cleaning house after Elon bought it, and even then, it didn't get them all.
Look, if I can't force you to accept my religion as the one true faith, and that you have to all accept it because you have to affirm the one true faithness of my religion, then why the hell do I have to accept the same for your religion, as in the woke religion?
Because they don't care.
It's so
Because you're
hypocritical.
wrong,
It's the
Kat.
It's the hypocrisy that pisses me off. That's my issue. The hypocrisy.
Well, Kat, the reason is it's a bunch of people who view themselves as they're on the right side of history, which means they can't do anything wrong. And if you're opposed to them, that means you're the evil person.
But if their stance
the
is so
tools,
strong,
not the people who actually buy into this shit, not the people using it as a means of control.
no. But the thing is, if your
This is
argument
really
was
good
so
jelly.
strong, if your argument and your stance is so strong, you wouldn't need to silence other voices, because you would be able to defend against any arguments.
They don't understand that.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Shadow, it's not that they don't understand. Of course they understand. If they didn't understand, they wouldn't be banning people. They fully understand that is a problem for them. So that's where you get, people getting banned, people getting blacklisted, people getting shadowed, banned, and that sort of thing, downvoted in the algorithms.
Yeah, but even when they try to do, even when they do these things, even though they do it, they're still getting outed. So it's just one of those things. But people fight back. People are I noticed there's a LGBTQ group that is fighting it back, fighting this.
Gays against groomers.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they try to attach themselves to that community to try to legitimize what they were doing. But years ago when I watched this news report, and I kid you not, and I'm not making this up. I can't remember how long. I want to say it might have been 2010. Like, it was a long time ago. And I remember watching this news report, and I saw certain groups of mine, well, the black community, my community, but I remember this news station was interviewing them, and there was a big protest stuff going on, and they were upset because they were like, "Hey, the LGBTQ community is trying to attach themselves to our civil rights movement to legitimize what they're doing." And they were out there, they were attaching themselves, so they were like, "Oh, it's civil rights." Like, you could see them trying. They were grafting on to the Black civil rights movement to legitimize their movement. And I remember sitting with someone, and I was looking at it. I looked at the person I was with, and I said, "Watch somebody else do the same thing to them." And now you're seeing what's going on right now. You see these P files, attaching themselves. Now, I'm not, you know, making any kind of, just straight up comparison, because it is different. But when you open up the door for stuff, when you do one thing, you start opening up the door for others. Like that guy in England a few
Oh
years
my
back.
God.
Did you hear about that? That the guy that it was this guy, he was in his 60s, and I think he wanted to marry a 14-year-old girl, and he went and got a doctor's note that said that his body, he had the body of a 15-year-old, to legitimize him trying to change his age so that he could get with this 14-year-old girl. And the court, of course, the court said no. And this was somewhere in Europe.
I'm sorry, but if your entire life, I don't know. Okay. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I am so tired of this.
What gets me about the whole thing was the bit where the lolicon in question regarding taking credit for getting Venti banned. What gets me about him is the know your place shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
like, I was
that's
like,
what pissed me off.
know your place. So I should take it that you were somehow above me, or that sort of thing. It's like, no, fuckhead. That's not how this works. First of all, I'm probably twice your goddamn age. Secondly, I don't worship little anime pictures of preteen girls. And third, like Lawrence here, I don't respond well to threats. Fuck you.
Not me neither.
Yeah, and I meant that. Like anybody else, like I respect people in the way they feel. Whether you're gay, straight, I don't care. That's your business. I got all the respect in the world for you. Human being, whatnot. I don't care. But when you have somebody that is doing what this guy's doing and his little buddies, and then tweeting and bragging about it and making threats, and then telling the rest of us what we should and shouldn't be doing. And I was like, this fool must not be in this country. This fool must be somewhere else.
I wouldn't count on it. I would not count on it.
No, but the thing I don't understand. No, but I don't understand how whoever a person sleeps with by themselves, whoever someone sleeps with is so important. I mean, I the majority of the people I work with, I have no clue, and I don't care.
Yeah, it's because they're. I think we talked about this on Merry Madness. It's because it's people, at least the people in my generation, who grew up being told you're special, you're great, and then they hit the real world and realize that they're actually not inherently valuable. They're just a piece of meat. And instead of bettering themselves to cope, they decide there's something special about them, and they try to and they think it's something like their sexuality or how they identify or how they dress, and they force you to see that about them and force you to validate them because they have to hide from the fact that they inherently have less value than other people who have value.
Actually, I think you brought that up on Linus Exiled the other night when you were a guest on there as well. I don't think you were quite as graphic about it then, but yeah, it was the same point.
Well, because I was terrified that you and Larry were going to take me out behind the school and beat the fuck out of me.
No, dude. It was just a matter of getting you to get your point across without using "fuck" as punctuation, which you do. So stop. That's why I said no swearing, because I know how you speak. Other people on there, like hell, she's almost done it a few times herself recently. It's not that swearing can't happen, but you need to learn to use it for emphasis, not punctuation.
Right. Yeah.
I like how you put it. Use it for emphasis, not punctuation.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I force myself to do that when I'm writing, except if it's a character that's explicitly supposed to be a foul-mouthed asshole. But
you need to force yourself to do it when you're talking.
Yeah. I just gotta slow down so I can pay attention.
Well, there are a couple of reasons for that, man. Is that number one, in a professional setting, you're not going to be taken seriously if you're swearing every other word, and you'd be lucky if they entertained you for more than 5 minutes. And for another reason, the more you swear, the more you use those words as filler words instead of a vocabulary that you may have built, the less you will have access to that vocabulary. You will actually lose it over time. Which you may not know yet, but you may not be experiencing that yet. But trust me on this. The more you use those filler words instead of using the vocabulary that's available to you, the less eloquent you will be.
Yeah. No, my grandma says she doesn't say it the exact same way as you do, but she's expressed the exact same thing. And the weird thing is, there's a subconscious switch in my head where, if I'm in a setting where I can't be saying all this stuff, like I'm at work or I'm at church or I'm around young children, I'm just not cursing. But when I'm here or I'm around other friends, it's
right. And like I said, there's some channels where it's very informal, like mine, for example, where I'm a whole lot less strict about that stuff. Hers, on the other hand, there is a sort of there is a decorum to it, and that's what I was trying to get across to you.
Oh, I fully understand that.
So, but for those of you in chat who did not know, who haven't checked out Linus Exiled, she is up and running. We have done 2 successful live streams on there, and on the last one, Shadow of Hawk called in and had actually about what I'd say about 10-15 minutes just chatting with Amira by his onesie.
No, I think. Oh yeah, and you did a good job.
Yeah, you did actually. You presented yourself very well, and I'm gonna say it. I'm proud of you.
Trust me.
Aw,
Because
Shadow.
trust me, if you had pissed her off, boy, she would have booted you so quick. She would have booted you quick
Oh, I can imagine.
if you had pissed her off. She'd be like,
As
"What?
soon as they would
What?"
put a muzzle and leash on you is probably gonna like throw me out the fucking airlock.
So basically, what you're saying is
The
the scariest
airlock,
women on
not
the
the.
Wait, so what you're saying is, Shadow, the scariest women on the internet are Muslim women.
No.
Apparently, you got the exile.
You're not scary though.
I'm scary. What you talking about? You just.
No, you're not.
I'm terrifying.
You know, what's awesome about that is that the way you say it's like I'm scary. What are you talking about?
No, she's not. It's
so
like
matter of fact.
Yeah, it's a matter of fact.
like Kat comes off like and I apologize, Kat, but you come off like a modern SJW villain, like Hux or Kylo Ren, where like to showcase how furious and dangerous they are, they start breaking things and screaming their heads off, like "Take me seriously!" Daddy doesn't love me. Like that's when you. That's the vibe I get. Like if you're trying to scare someone, that's the vibe I get from you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You just don't scare me, Kat. You're what, like 5'6"?
No comment.
Try
Yeah,
4'11.
You're like
no, not 4'11.
Yeah, you're
like
you're
5 feet flat.
Yeah, you're like 5'6". You got like a voice that sounds like not scary. Like even if you tried to get scary, it would come off more adorable than anything.
Nah, no.
You guys know that you're just throwing out arbitrary heights here, and there's like half a foot of difference between what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
No, I said like 5'6". I'm being nice.
I'm saying 5 feet tall.
5'6" is tall for a is kind of tall for a woman.
That's still like 5 inches shorter than me, so I'm being nice.
What are you, 5'11"?
Like 5'10", 5'11".
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still tell.
I'm one of the shorter guys on the panel. I know.
You're shorter than Nomi.
Yeah, I know. Like I not
Nomi's
only am I
6'3",
like the
dude.
youngest, I'm also aside from Kat the shortest.
No, I'm the next one.
You don't
I'm
know that.
5'9". I'm 5'9".
I'm the third shortest.
Nomi's 6'3", dude.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I'm
I'm
aware.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know how tall Nomi is. She looks tall.
She is.
Well, but
She's,
no, like,
she's
the funny,
actually
like,
pretty tall. But
the funny thing is, I've been told based on like how big my hands are and like I should be taller than I am. Like there are parts of my body that don't proportion upright.
Shadow, do not talk about the size of your hands. You're so
No, like
naive.
no, like there are things like my hands or my ears that just don't proportion right. Apparently.
He's
yeah,
so
that's a thing that happens when you're in the middle of puberty, buddy. It'll balance out.
Yeah, you'll balance out. You'll keep growing.
I'm like a German Shepherd where they get like the fucking satellite dish, where they get the satellite dishes, and then it takes like years for them to grow into them.
The satellite dishes?
Yeah, like have you ever seen a German Shepherd puppy?
You mean the thing they use to when they get surgery and they don't lick their stitches?
No. So German Shepherds, their ears are like the first thing that grows to adulthood. So when they're like little puppy size, they've got adult-sized ears, and they're like a third of the head.
So why is that called a satellite dish?
Because they're really big ears.
Because they stick off the side of his head like a satellite dish would stick off the side of a freaking trailer in a park.
Yeah.
Ah.
German Shepherds are adorable.
I mean, I suppose.
Yeah.
For a dog.
They're also good boys.
Samuel prefers cats.
I really don't.
I know he loves snakes.
Yeah,
I
he
like
does.
snakes. Yes, I also like other
We know what you like
less
to do with them,
conventional
too.
pets.
Oh,
You
God.
don't know the first fucking thing about that. Larry is making shit up.
I'm not making anything up. I'm
We
going
also
off of
know
what
you like
told me.
slims.
Yeah, I told you what happened, and then you extrapolated this whole fantasy scenario that never actually occurred.
Oh,
Wait,
hey,
no,
Larry,
first of
Larry,
all-
can you check your watch? Are we on time with the stream?
Yeah, we're fine. Anyway, look, first of all one has to do is listen to what you say at the end of every stream and how mad you get when you don't get to talk about flaming cobras. Why would you be talking about
or when I use it.
Yeah, why would you be talking about cobras being on fire? That hurts them. So I can reasonably deduce based off of what you've told me about the story about that Western Diamondback, and you talking about flaming cobras, that I can say that you were the guy that was driving the car and wrapped that snake around your damn axle.
Which is not what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
It
That
really wasn't.
that was your way of barbecuing.
Did you know barbecue was invented by a bunch of
Egyptians? Yes, Egyptians.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
it's
homosexuals
just
in the Caribbean.
hold up, Richard. It's just Cat. This
Just-
is Cat's game stream. We just kind of, since we're all off camera and all that stuff, and it's basically a wall of stuff here. I just kind of left it up so that
Hey,
y'all
in
have
my
something pretty to look
defense,
at.
I've been wearing my hijab first off all day for 8 hours.
it's
I
fine.
wasn't.
9
Nobody was
hours.
complaining
I
about
don't know.
that,
I
Pat.
feel the pressure
Samuel's the
on you
last
now.
person who gets to complain about this because he never
Listen,
shows his
look,
face
look,
to anyone.
Nobody.
Pressured
Stop.
here.
Everybody stop right now. Nobody was complaining about everybody being off camera. I was just saying that as long as we all were, this gives, the audience something to look at as opposed to just a bunch of blank screens.
But even now see that's the lioness talking.
Yeah, I got yelled at about
The
that.
show
again.
is the show is you
Hey,
have
Josh.
Screaming Into the Void and you have Abyssal Musings. You are a cosmic entity that likes kidnapping and torturing snakes. So it's a space concept. So seeing avatars, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we could be like constellations. I mean, like in my case, the Big Dipper or something like that.
We could also
the
get like
big
an
dip.
Ouroboros. We could also get like an Ouroboros gift to like just circulate, just eating itself while we are talking.
No, because my Warframe playthrough is so much better.
Well, when you're not on, I mean.
It's just something kind of
Anyway,
cool about Warframe.
We do a little bit, Richard, but you got to admit
Hey, Josh.
we're not quite as retarded.
speak for
as
yourself.
you. All right.
Oh,
No,
dear
you don't want to
God.
be compared to the View. You do Shadow. You do not.
I
wanna
only
be-
know that Whoopi Goldberg's on that. Like that's
Oh,
all
dear.
I know about the View.
Shadow. You do
She's
not
not even
want
the worst of them.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, not even close, and she's bad.
Oh
She's
God.
really bad.
Yeah.
That girl, that
I take
woman.
back what I
has-
said.
that-
I take
hold on,
back what I said.
wait. That woman has said so much that anybody else would have got fired for, or she was suspended for 2 weeks. And since
Yeah.
then, hold on. And since then, she has said something twice. She said something last week, and they had a week or two ago again, and they were forced to come out and apologize for it.
Was it the
How
Jippo
is she
thing?
still? She still got a job.
She's
Yeah,
on
was it like she
contract.
said gypsies are from Jippos or something?
She said something about she used it in a derogatory way. I'm not gonna say, but even though she's under contract, they could pay her out of which depending on what that contract is too.
Yeah.
But but guess what? They work for the same exact company that fired Roseanne.
Oh, wait.
Roseanne's contract got paid out and she got let go. So why is Whoopi still there?
I'm
Yeah,
just,
I
Same
know.
people.
I still don't get over what she said about the Holocaust being white on white violence. Like that's just you're an idiot.
Well, it was, but the way she put it was very dismissive of the entire thing. That was the problem. Was the dismissiveness, not the fact that she said Jews are white, because they fucking are.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. It's like how Hitler wanted to exterminate the Slavs, for example.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, Arabs are Caucasians.
yes, I know.
like
Yeah.
Jews have a common ancestry with Arabs. They're the only two major Semitic peoples left. All the other ones are extinct. But
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, they mostly did it to themselves.
Yeah, I apologized.
Hey, just pause a moment. I just made it to max rank in the parent sequence. Woohoo!
Okay.
I don't know what this means. Just smile and wave, boys.
But yeah, no. So what she said wasn't as bad necessarily as how she said it.
Yeah.
And it was the dismissiveness, and it was the who cares if a bunch of white people slaughtered each other kind of thing. That was the problem.
Yeah, that was kind of how she said it. And I was like, what?
Yeah, have you
How
seen that meme
how does she still have a
circulating?
job?
Have you seen that meme circulating where it's like, "Oh no, a couple was shot in my neighborhood," and then it switches to a happy face. Oh, thank God, it was just some straight white people.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I'm just like,
two things I think is that are working in her favor. Number one, she's probably under an extended contract with a view that I would imagine her lawyers hammered out pretty well in her favor. And number two, today, firing an overweight old black woman, it doesn't go well.
Why you got to put the emphasis on black?
Because they do.
Because Larry, don't you?
So what? So are you saying that she's too big to wrap around your tire and drive to another state, drive
Well,
across country?
she's less.
That is exactly what he's saying,
She's
Larry.
less serpentine and more manatee.
That's insulting to the dang mermaids. Come on, Samuel.
They're not mermaids. They're sea cows, and they're fucking retarded. That's why do you think they keep swimming into propellers?
I mean, manatees are the basis for the myth of the mermaid.
Yeah, the really stupid ones.
I don't even want to know.
I should probably be asleep by now.
Give me 1 sec.
So, but all these, I guess all of this kind of comes around to certain people are allowed to say what the fuck they want, and certain others are punished for it, and that's not right. I think that freedom of speech should apply to everybody, even if you don't like what they're saying.
Yeah.
Which means that this character who went out, who claimed. I don't even know if it was actually him that did it, because you get this sometimes too, is people take credit for shit. Who claims that he was responsible for the flagging of Venti's channel. He should be allowed to say what he wants to.
That's fine. I didn't try to ban him.
No, I'm
And
not
we
saying that you
should
did.
be
I'm just making a point overall that free speech applies to all of us, or it applies to none of us. And that means that Brittany should not have been taken down over this.
Yeah, and just like under the First Amendment, he has the right to speak. We have the right to lock him in an iron cage for being a degenerate piece of garbage.
Yeah, unfortunately, Richard, they mostly look like Droopy from Hanna-Barbera, except with fins, and that's before they swim into the propeller snakes first.
I don't want to know. We're
talking about manatees.
They're ugly. They're ugly.
Yeah, and they inspired the myth of mermaids.
Well,
that explains a lot.
Yes and no. Seals had a lot to do with that shit too.
I hate mermaids.
Seals or sea lions? Because sea lions are adorable.
I suppose that depends on which part of the world you're in, Shadow, because those kinds of creatures appear in most mythologies of most seafaring places, and frankly, manatees are not everywhere.
Sea lions are adorable.
So, but
wait a minute, there's a rank past that? No, there isn't.
Yeah.
We've gone over this and over this and over this, buddy. That it is an impossibility as long as human beings are involved. Human nature rules that out. Period. Somebody's always going to seek to exploit someone else. Period.
Yeah.
Someone is always going to be exploited by someone else. Period.
Yeah.
It's just the nature of human beings. It cannot be universal, because we cannot be universal.
Yeah. That's why you should all, when I run to be dictator of America, you all should vote for me.
Yeah. No.
I'll be voting all right with my machete.
Same.
I will cross the Rubicon, and I will make America into the first transnational empire.
Oh God!
Emphasis on the trans.
I'll.
Should we start calling you she, her, Shadow?
I'll require 1/3 of all manufacturing to be returned to the United States soil.
Wait, so
I
again,
will
Shadow,
create jobs and aqueducts.
Wait, so Shadow, you still haven't
aqueducts.
Shadow, you still haven't answered our question.
I'm tired. I'm just reading off. I'm just reading off the script from Rome. I need to sleep.
Shadow, hold on. Cat's trying to ask you something.
Are we supposed to be calling you she, her now?
No, it's Julius Caesar.
No. But you just said we were just saying you. So you're
As
she,
in
her.
an empire that is
Julius Caesar's
international.
been dead for a long time, buddy. He's not relevant.
Screw you, Caesar.
Is
Caesar's
dead.
amazing.
It's dead.
Is dead.
Dead.
He's dead, dude.
He's very dead. In fact, so dead that the Senate made sure he was dead,
Oh yeah.
including his
Dude.
buddy Brute.
Dude, the
They
freaking
killed
assassination of Caesar.
They
The assassination of
assassinated him.
Caesar was the first group project with like more than half of the people not
They
working.
killed him American Me style.
60 guys said they'd stab Caesar. Only 28 actually followed through.
Doesn't matter. He's still dead,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and nobody was
He's like
prosecuted. They all
JFK
hated
Jr.
his
He'll come
ass.
back. He's coming back one day to be vice president of America.
He's
You
really
lost
not.
your mind.
No, I haven't. I
Wait,
need
so-
sleep. It's about
wait.
midnight my time. and
Wait,
I've
you
gotta wake up
guys,
at 7 in the morning.
Larry, Samuel, the sane people in this chat. Are we seeing right in front of us the fact that all of these Gen Zers or whatever they're called are all crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even
My
Shadow.
excuse is I'm tired. Their excuse is they're
no,
batshit
no.
insane.
No. Even when I'm tired, I'm not this crazy. So you know what, Shadow? Maybe even when you're a based Gen Z, or you think you're based, you're also crazy.
I'm also a bad example of a normal functioning human being for a variety of reasons.
You know what, Shadow? I'm going to say this. Don't tell yourself that. Have you been diagnosed with anything? I'm going to say
no, but I
that-
do know I have
in
abandonment
fact- in fact-
issues from having to move around as much as I did,
um
resulting in a
so-
lack of ability.
Here,
to
here,
focus.
hold up,
again,
hold up,
Shadow,
both of you,
I
both of you. First of all, Kat, I'm going to let you finish what you're asking. Secondly, so is Shadow. Let her finish the fucking sentence before you start answering.
So I'm
Yeah,
going to say
sorry.
this, Shadow. You remind me, and you're probably going to hate me for saying this, of the kids on Twitter who diagnose themselves and are constantly talking about, I'm crazy in this way or other. I've mentioned in brief, like at random points when they're like, you have a very short attention span. Yeah, I have ADHD, but it's not like something that I would label. What I mean is, I've been diagnosed with ADHD. I think in a way you're holding yourself back, telling yourself that you have these issues that you may not even have, and you're holding yourself back when you could be more than who you are. I don't know. I feel like you've mentioned to me a couple of mental issues. It's like, kid, you're 19. You
My
don't need
mom's
to.
my mom's a pediatric nurse. She encounters
Again,
this a lot in her line of work. and
pediatric nurse.
She says I share similar characteristics with certain people, not to the same extremes where I need medication or that type of stuff, but like I have certain similarities with these people.
All right, let me hold on, wait, before you say something. When she said that, right? Now she's a pediatrician, so she's not a psychologist. Now is she talking about like a physical thing, like
Physical.
maybe okay.
She's never like diagnosed me or sat me down, but it's just like, I mean, I assume you guys noticed that I talk a lot. I'm a bit twitchy at times. That sort, and then a few other things that like if I were to point them out to you and you were like looking at me day to day, you would pick up on those as well.
Dude, those are called personality quirks. I know.
No, not personality quirks, like actual physical type stuff.
Like I said, I know a lot. Like I was gonna say, I know a lot of people that have little twitches and things like that. That doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. That's why they always say, hey, don't say. Okay, for example, there's a story that I read the other day. There's an 18-year-old girl that is suing her doctors in California because they transitioned her from female to male. They did all the surgeries and everything, and they put her on like puberty blockers and stuff. They started on her when she was 11. She self-diagnosed and then went to the hospital, and they based off of them talking to her, I think it was two sessions. One was like for half an hour, and the other one was for like 77 minutes. And and based off of that, they decided to go ahead and transition her. So from 11 to 13, she was on all these medications, all up to the point that when she hit 13, and then they started doing surgery, taking stuff out of her. Now she's 18, detransitioned, can't have kids, and is blaming them. Don't self-diagnose.
No, I'm not. And we never like got the most we ever got was like over-the-counter vitamins, like vitamin D supplements and stuff like that. because
you don't go
For-
outside and play in the sun.
well,
The
it
other-
might not be vitamin D. I don't know. I'm really freaking tired right now. But like, I never got taken into a doctor's office and diagnosed because my symptoms are not to the point where like I actually need that shit. It's
Right.
just
My point is that your entire generation was sheltered by my generation. Or my generation was like helicopter parents, and we can't let them be in any danger whatsoever. And oh my God, melanoma is going to kill us all. So let's just stop putting sunscreen and hats on them and just keep them inside all the damn time. That's part of the reason that most of you were so fucked up is because
my
of
mom
the vitamin
encouraged
D
me to jump
deficiency.
off a
Let me
roof.
finish.
Sorry.
Because of the vitamin D deficiency, we absorb vitamin D through our skin, through sunlight. Well, you can get it in other ways, but the best way to do it, especially at a young age, is that way. Now, I'm not saying go out and get burnt to shit or anything like that, but a few minutes in the sun every day will actually cause good things to happen. And my mother is going to laugh her ass off when she hears me saying this, because I have been avoiding the fucking hate ball my entire life. But your whole generation's like that. You're all pale, pasty, irritable. You got you look sick and listless all the time. And it's a big part of that is because you were not encouraged as a generation to go outside, to play in the sun, to play in the dirt, to eat bugs and fucking dandelions or whatever, like all the shit that we did when we grew up.
The thing is also, let me just say something else, Shadow. So I don't go into details on my past because I don't want to. But there's a brief period of time when I went into therapy. All right, I'm not going to go into details why. It's a long story. But you know what I found out? I was most mentally ill and mentally struggling, and when I was in therapy, that they had you convinced that you had all these issues and all these problems. And don't get me wrong, I don't feel that it is appropriate or just necessary for me to post on the internet all of my emotional baggage. I mean, you'd be surprised some of the things I deal with, but it's none of it. I don't want people to think, oh, poor cat, she's got this and this and this, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is this. Okay, I think we have a serious issue with. I mean, just don't be held back by what you think you might have mental issues that you may not even have. Don't let them hold. I mean, just act. Just do not allow it to hold you back. I feel sometimes like it's like, yeah, well, I have this and this and this. I'm not normal. I'm not normal.
I'm not letting it stop me. I mean, if I had half of the stuff that my mom thinks I have, I wouldn't even be allowed in the Marines.
You know what? I'm going to say something here that may get me in trouble with YouTube, and it's not directed at anybody specifically in this chat, but in general. A good group of friends who care and love about you, and family that cares and loves you, is worth thousands of head shrinks. Shrinks are just about fucking worthless. They're not in the business of getting you better. They are in the business of staying in business. They don't cure people. They don't help people. They keep you coming back, and they keep you pumped full of pills so that you will keep coming back.
Yeah.
Psychiatry is a goddamn scam.
No, Samuel, that's exactly what my father was saying years ago. He's like, if you have a strong family who will support you, that's more valuable than anything else.
Yeah.
To be able to go to them and talk to your family and be able to,
It is.
Yeah,
and so if you have good people around you, good people who support you, who are there for you, who you support, who you are there for, it will miraculously fix a lot of the ills that people are concerned with. Again, with your generation, part of the big problem is that social media relationships, parasocial relationships take precedent over real in-person relationships. People don't have friends. They don't see their families. They don't have those real support groups. They got a bunch of yes men on fucking line, but that's about it. And that doesn't equate to anything real. And so you guys are missing out. You're missing out on a big part of life, which is human connection. And that human connection is what keeps us grounded, keeps us sane, and is there when we need. Not necessarily to be fixed. I don't believe in medicating kids. I don't. I think that there are a few exceptions where it's absolutely necessary, but it's very, very few and far between. And actually, I think, and we've talked about this on the SITV show before, there is a strong correlation between the rise in mass shootings, particularly school shootings, and the overprescription of SSRIs to young people.
I don't think that's. I would definitely say that is definitely a factor, but I think there's more to it than just. I don't know.
Why
Maybe
is
I'm
it
not
every?
thinking-
You gotta
maybe I'm
start
not
somewhere.
maybe I'm not thinking straight, but I think like there are more variables than just.
I would say, Shadow, if you're curious about it, look into it because there is a very strong correlation.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I agree. I agree that that's probably a factor into it, but I'd also say like,
Yeah,
and my
but then
brain
you get
might not be where I'm probably after this. I'm probably going to go to sleep because I am
no
not
worries,
thinking.
dude. No worries,
I'm
dude.
struggling to form words. That's how bad it is.
And yet you keep spitting them out.
Yes.
but I mean, no.
Like serial killers, for example, most of the really famous serial killers were raised by single women and typically were, I believe, like I think like Dahmer, for example, was like sexually abused as a kid or something like that. So I definitely think that maybe single parent homes and single mother homes and some form of abuse is also possibly a factor.
Wait, Shadow, but he's talking about the kid murders. Serial killers have always existed. These
well,
are
no,
very
not just serial killers. I'm talking about the in school shootings.
There are always outliers in society, and there always will be. There are always going to be instances of these things. I'm talking that in the last 35 years, when we started over medicating kids, particularly with selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, this has dramatically risen since. I would say probably further back than this, but I would say that the most obvious point where this became obvious to me anyway was Columbine. I can't remember which one of them it was, whether it was Claybold or Harris, but one of them was fucking doped to the goddamn gills on pills that his shrinks were throwing at him. And if you look at all of the school shootings since, and a lot of the mass shootings in other places, they're all on some form of SSRI or antipsychotic.
And that's what the media is not telling anybody. Because remember, pharma's big business, and they're probably paying off people.
Yeah. Well, then it's a good thing my mom was smart enough never to get me hooked on that shit.
Yeah, no, that's a very smart move on your mother's part.
I think she wasn't worried enough to have me carry an EpiPen due to a childhood allergy, because that's causing me some problems with an application process.
Yeah.
No, I mean, seriously, we have a serious problem with over-medication. I mean, I knew a guy who wanted to put his 5-year-old on bipolar medication. 5. These drugs aren't designed for children. They aren't even meant for children. Most of the stuff that you're talking, the SRI, they're not meant for children.
They're not meant for kids, yeah.
5-year-olds can barely speak, right?
5-year-olds, if a 5-year-old
if they're dumb 5-year-olds.
No, but if a 5-year-old isn't
my generation like 5-year-olds.
If a 5-year-old, isn't behaving like he's got bipolar, then he's not a normal 5-year-old. They're usually bouncing off the walls half the time. And so no, these drugs aren't meant for kids. They're messing with their brain chemistry. They're over medicating them.
Why do you think they give speed to overactive kids? And I use overactive as a euphemism here. They're not overactive. They're just kids.
Yeah, like 8 years ago, I think PragerU released that like War on Boys video where it's like they're getting rid of recess, and then boys being boys is seen as the worst thing in the world, whether it be that boys are loud, they're ballistic, or they prefer violence and action over. I mean, I'm the odd one out that actually enjoyed reading To Kill a Mockingbird, for example, of like the males in my friend group. So we're wired differently. We're seen as defective because we're wired differently. And instead of trying to take the long way to understand what's going on, you crush candy, crush pills, then you wonder what the fuck happened to this generation.
No, I know exactly. I watched it happen, dude. I was there.
Yeah.
So was Larry. So was Kat. We saw it happen.
You're Humpty Dumpty in Puss in Boots?
Something like that.
You're just sitting behind in like a bad disguise?
I guess. I don't know. Is this from the recent movie? Because I didn't watch
No, it's from the first one.
I don't think I watched that either.
They're good movies. Definitely the new one. I think the new one's better than the old one, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know.
Good, solid message.
My point is that, yes, we fucked your generation up, and we did it because we were so scared as a generation that we were going to fuck you up like our parents fucked us up.
I don't think
it was also easier.
that we went so
medicate
far.
us.
Well, no, it wasn't just about ease, man. It was because most of us were terrified of becoming our parents. So we ran so far in the opposite direction that we did, I would say, more harm than good.
No, where I would say the opposite. I actually, maybe I'm the exception. I don't think my father fucked me up. On the contrary, I think I was very, very lucky. Unlike my bratty, spoiled.
That's fucked up, Bernie.
I think my father is a very good man, and if I ever were to be lucky enough to have kids, I would want to raise my kids like my father raised me and my brothers. I think my father was like.
Right, Kat, and I'm not saying that like you sound like you had have an excellent father. I'm just saying that as a generation,
Yeah,
our parents fucked us up.
I think the one
That's
mistake.
it's kind
How?
of well, my parents are both boomers, and they
Yeah.
were dead set against at least in certain aspects. They were dead set against, they had just come out of the Vietnam era, and before that was Korea. Their parents fought in World War II, and they were just dead set against having anything to do with violence or danger or any of that shit. So they kept all that stuff away from us. And again, I'm not specifically applying it to your specific parents. I'm applying this argument to the generation as a whole. And they just, they started with the car seats. They started with the hovering then, and then we took that further to a degree. I would say that probably older millennials were a lot worse about it than younger Gen X like myself, because as is well known, Generation X is the generation that doesn't care about fuck all.
Not true, Samuel.
It's near enough, as makes no
Care
difference.
about your anonymity.
Yeah, well, there's that. But like we did, we screwed our kids up, and like without giving up too much information, my ex-wife is a little older than I am, and she had horrendous parents. Again, I'm not going to go too into that, but they were awful, and she wanted so desperately not to have her own kids get treated that way, that they are spoiled as shit and also prepared for nothing. Nothing. They're screwed because mom's always there to take care of everything that they could possibly need.
Yeah.
And no matter how much dad tries to teach them to be self-reliant and self-sufficient, because one day mom and dad will be fucking gone.
Yeah, that's a point that my dad constantly rains home. Not about like self-preparedness, honestly. I think they unintentionally. It's more. Fuck words. I'm gonna go to sleep after this. But no, what you're talking about is like it wasn't my grandma. It was my dad's grandma actually. Where it's like he got to college and he didn't know how to like take care of his own clothes or cook his own food. He barely knew how to drive because grandma was always there to help him out. And I don't know why I'm talking about that. I need to go to night, everyone. Night, everyone. Enjoy Ramadan, Cat.
Yeah, enjoying Ramadan is like telling someone who's about to go to prison, enjoy your time in prison. It'll be fun.
3 hops and a cot and all the sex you do and don't want. Samuel, thanks for letting me have on. Thanks.
Hey, if you identify as a woman, then you'll get all the sex you want.
Oh,
thanks for letting me on. Thanks for letting me stay on, even though I'm tired and probably sound drunk as hell. Night,
you
everyone.
don't sound drunk. You sound tired, and you sound young, and you sound like it's past your bedtime. Go to bed, kid.
Honestly, I probably should have gone to bed like 2 hours ago.
But before you go, real quick, spit out your deets. Where can people find you? Also, for the record, before you get started with that, everybody who was on this panel tonight, their information it has been updated in the description. You can find all of their YouTube channels there. Go.
Twitter and YouTube, I'm Shadow of the Hawk 55. I might show up on Friday Night Royal Rumble tomorrow, or I will. I don't know. I'm not thinking straight. Monday nights with Legion Games, Joker Voice, Know Me Without You, Tyler the Redbeard. Maybe I don't know if he's going to be on or not. He was taking a bit of a hiatus, and then 300 Mirrors if school lets her. We are going to be reviewing Game of Thrones season 2 episode 10, I think, is where we're at. My brain is not working.
Yeah, it should be episode 10. This last one was 9. So
okay, then yeah, episode 10. I have not watched that yet. I don't know what happens in it. That's going to be a fun Saturday night. Again, thanks Samuel for letting me on. Larry, thanks for putting up with me. Kat, enjoy. What is this, fishing?
Yes, I love the fishing in Warframe. I don't know why, but I love the fishing in Warframe. It is so weird. I normally hate fishing in video games, but this I could do for hours.
Yep, Bernie, their
My
links
big
are in the
fishy.
description of the live stream.
Look at my big fishy.
And guess
and
what?
remember, it could be worse. It could be rain. It could be rain and flaming cobras.
Kill
I'm gonna
him.
kick your teeth in so fucking hard. Get the hell out of my stream.
With that said, it is 1 a.m.
For you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. for me too.
So,
it's 11 here. I'm good.
Yeah. Well, I have to bow out. I have to be up early.
Yeah.
But you too. Hey, Kat. Thank you for coming by, everybody. I have to drop out. I have to.
Yeah, no worries. Why don't it probably is a good time to bring it to an end. I just want to say one last thing about well, never mind, there it goes. I just brain fart live on air. Never mind. It was there and then it's gone. Why don't we go around the horn a little bit? Larry, what you got coming up?
Well, Larry is on baby watch.
Aw, baby.
Yeah, but she's my daughter seems to be playing games with my wife. 1 minute she's getting the fake contractions, which is called Braxton Hicks, and then she gets the real one, so she's just, she'll be out when she wants. But yeah, so I do plan on being around this Saturday, and tomorrow possibly. Other than that, guys, I have decided that I am probably going to put majority of my content when I start. I'm probably going to do it on Rumble. Certain things I'm going to do on Rumble because it's just YouTube is acting crazy. They just are. I mean, it's some things I'll put on here, but I think I'm going to focus a lot of my gaming and some other things on Rumble when it gets to it. Just for fun. I probably will get into Warframe now that I'm really looking at you play a cat. I didn't know it looks really fun. So
it is a lot of fun. You're seeing just a fraction of this game. This game is like ridiculously big, and they don't take stuff out.
So, Kat, Ozzy's asked this question of you several times, so I figure I should probably put it up there. Although I'm pretty sure that we've already covered this in a recent SITV.
Human food is never halal. Eating people is never halal. Or do you mean eating vegan or just eating?
I think he's saying that vegans don't count as people, so would they be halal?
As much as I would like to say yes, they don't count as people. Religiously they do.
That's fair. Although they're also like, even if it was halal, they are sickly and malnourished, so why would you eat them?
Yeah. I mean, that's true. That's absolutely 100% true.
So, but
man, forget you, Kohai. I just saw what you said.
Yes, Lou, that it absolutely has. So, Kat, where can people find you?
I'm the Hijabi Gamer. I am crazy. You can find me on my channel. I also have Twitch, and I do have Rumble, and all of my content automatically goes to Rumble. Because recently Neon and Geeky Sparkles on Clownfish TV were talking about how we need more non-political content on Rumble. It needs to broaden. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Dan Bongino. I'm a huge fan of Dan Bongino, but they are right. So I do automatically upload everything to Rumble. I will be on Royal Rumble tomorrow with Ryan and Samuel and everyone else. And then I will live stream on Saturday, Resident Evil 4, and on Sunday, Muggsykins usually joins me for Warframe, or, well, probably Warframe. But highly recommend Warframe, so it's free. Just look it up. It's on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Nintendo, and Nintendo Switch. And then friend me. I don't know. Just Samuel during what time is oh right, Screaming Into the Void on Saturday at 6 p.m., right?
6 p.m. your time, yes.
Yeah, I may have to duck out at around 7 to eat. So it depends on if...
No worries. I know you. It's a big time for Muslims right now. So
But it depends on if my family's going out or if we're all eating together. This is the one time of the year when I actually eat very healthy because we have a big breakfast in the morning, and I think that's everything.
Yep. We will see you guys on Saturday with Screaming into the Void. We will see what happens. We're gonna hopefully have a fun show and all that. You can also find us obviously on Thursday nights right here at Abyssal Musings. Next week we should be back on schedule with the regular show. Tonight we just we wanted to have a discussion with multiple people. So
Sorry, can I just add one thing? The best live stream I do is on Sundays. If you only Sundays is the best one. Just one.
yeah, fair enough. I
Sundays
do
is-
catch some of your Sunday stuff. Usually I will watch more of the Saturday one because I am setting up, the live stream for later, or I've got other things I'm doing, and it's a good time to listen to it.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, hey, Kat. Now, to Warframe, is it all solo, or can you group up with people too?
Oh, one of the great things about Warframe is if you you know what? To hell with this. You know what? So I'll show you. I probably won't get any of my fish or anything, but so one of the great things about Warframe is it's very, very easy to. I pick Saya's Vigil because Muggsy can just do So if you go, you'll notice here I can do public. So there'll be other people who join me automatically without me. Like I could start a mission, and as a public, it'll add people. Friends only means that only friends can join me if they want to. Invite only means you have to invite people, and then there's solo. There isn't anything that has to be done multiplayer, but there's some things that it makes the RNG better. But when it comes down to it, you can play everything solo. The only problem is you can't at the moment they're working on it. There is cross platform. So I can play with anyone on any platform, but I can't friend people. So everyone else is on PC except for me. I'm on Xbox, so I can't friend them, but that's going to be eventually coming. But I can play with them. I was playing with Muggsykins and some weird droid, and it was awesome. And UA, so you get your own ship, as Muggsykin said. This is my ship. You also get, I haven't gotten it yet, but Angels of the Zyrman, you'll get an apartment. I have seen it, looks great. And you get, if you create a clan, you get your own dojo where you can, seriously, these things are phenomenal. You can, here, I know we're supposed to be heading out, but let me just show you one of these dojos. These are, so you know how you have guilds? In Warframe, they're called dojos, and you can create your own. So Muggsykids has her own clan, and I have my own. And so what they did is they like to highlight some complete, like, they're very involved in the community where they will bring stuff created by players. They have something called Tenogen, where Tenogen design stuff, and they have a contest, and whoever wins gets paid for their content. This is a dojo. This is somebody created this. This is your player space. Like this is somebody created this. Compared to mine, which is completely empty. Somebody created this. And this isn't even the best one. Some of these things are phenomenal. This game is like this is a very bare one compared to some of the other ones I have seen.
when I was playing DC Universe Online, which I did for about 10 years, I actually created a character that was in his own guild. No one else was in but him, just because I wanted to fill a league hall with statues of me. It took 6 months, but I fucking did it.
I'm surprised you played it for 10 years. They weren't really making a lot of changes to it.
No, it's they were pretty slow to roll that out. I played it because I liked the worlds and all that stuff. I quit playing it because I do not like the player base or the devs.
Now here's another one that someone designed. This is another dojo that was designed by a clan. So you can do this on your own. You can design these things on your own. I created my own clan because my dojo's empty. But yeah, it's insane. So I haven't yet got my apartment on the Zyrman. But yeah, you also can get a pet. And yeah, it's one of the, let me just say also, this is one of the few free to play games that they do fairly. You can earn everything in game. Now, some things have poor or are really difficult to earn, but you can earn everything. In fact, they had at one point, they had a mechanic in the game where they were like, damn, we created a slot machine. They actually took it out of the game. They're like, we could have made a ton of money, but we felt like we had created a slot machine and we did not want that in our game.
See, that's why I like Monster Hunter, is because everything that, has any real function is in game already. There's no, like, you don't have to do microtransactions. You can for cosmetic shit that doesn't matter at all, but you don't have to. There's no push for it.
Oh,
You
and
know,
you also
you-
got a spaceship. Sorry.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, that's one of the reasons I like that, because Capcom releases a complete game, and if they add a DLC, that DLC is not just like a, oh, I've got a new suit and a new gun kind of thing. It's an old school style expansion. It's almost a complete new half of the game. It's awesome, and usually it's worth it.
Well, on top of that, all of the content in Warframe, all of it is free and replayable. So every quest, every mission is replayable and free. So they came out with, these are quests that you can play, and you can notice they're completed. But like, I'm doing Saya's Vigil. I started it again. So, and I can do it again. That's one I haven't done yet, Angels of the Saruman. But the new war was this huge one they released last year. Where is it? Right over here. And now you have the Veilbreaker. So all of the content they add is free. So I found my friends aren't allowed. Oh God, yeah, I can figure out you're doing Ramadan. No, I highly recommend the game. It has a very good story. I mean, you can earn in game these. So every Warframe has different abilities, and it's almost like a totally different class. So I've been primarily playing with my Ember, which is my favorite, which is a fire class. But then you saw Tentacle Dude. There's Frost, which is one of my favorites as well. Excalibur. You can, yeah, and the difference is, how in Destiny you get different roles. You get the same gun over and over again, but with different roles. In Warframe, you get one gun,
Kayla.
but and then as you play the game, you earn what are known as mods, which are like different. You can modify the gun differently using the mod. So, like, for example, I have right over here Bane of Grenier plus 30% damage to Grenier. So you can add and change the element type and all of that of the weapon. So you have one gun and you do all the modifications because you can have as many stats as you want. And these mods, there's some ridiculously rare mods, but you can just keep adding mods to your collection and modifying the gun. So there's like certain types that will do more damage on Grenier, certain that will do more damage of this kind. So that's what I like, because in Destiny, I keep getting the same guns over and over again. Here, you get the blueprint, you build the gun, and then you put in the mods. So,
Nice.
Fair enough. I will say that it is now 15 minutes later than when you guys said it was 1 o'clock in the morning. So we'll probably end it here. Thank you guys all for coming and for sticking through a somewhat crazier episode of Abyssal Musings. We do appreciate each and every one of you stopping by and hanging out. And I would also like to say thank you very much to all of my panelists and co-hosts. This was good. I think we had some productive stuff when we weren't talking over each other. So that said, yeah, I don't know. I don't got anything else. I think we all plugged our shit. All of our, just everybody who was on panel tonight, all of their shit's in the description below, the links to their YouTube channels and such. And yeah, that's about it. I don't know. Anybody got any parting words they want to throw at the chat before I hit the button?
No, you guys. Hey, have a great weekend. We'll be back next week. I may or may not be a daddy again by then. I don't know. But if she comes that day, I will have to coordinate for to have somebody step in for me. It won't be that clown.
You mean Shadow?
No, that's not who he means. He's still Larry's still a little salty about that time that JV stepped in for him when he couldn't be here, and and JV has not let him forget it. So
Yeah, that's the issue. And then that little move he pulled last week.
yeah, all right. Good night, everybody.
What is it you pray